back to the OffBeat Sports podcast presented. Today we're going to be talking about NFL playoffs and awards, and we're going to be joined by Nolan and Harry since Fosi couldn't make it today. Welcome to the show, boys. And fun fact, this is going to be Harry's last show with us for a few months while he goes to Marines boot camp. So, our one and own Harry Goodwin will be going to join the Marines. So we thank him for his future service. And yeah, good luck. All right, let's jump into it. So we're going to start with the NFL awards, and then we'll get into the playoffs. So NFL MVP, this one's a real toss-up, I think. You could go with Cam Newton.
Hard about this one.
You go with Cam Newton. You go like Taylor Heineke.
This is a real running race for Gardner Minshew. I think he has a lot.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, yeah, he could get it. Sam Darnold, maybe.
You guys are sleeping on Trace McSorley.
Oh, my bad.
Throw it on a dime. He's just a kid from Briarwood. Wearing number 9.
Let's be real. Aaron Rodgers just has a lock.
Yeah. I think everyone can agree we're gonna go with Aaron Rodgers on this one.
You just can't. You can't beat him. He's phenomenal.
I mean, when we talked about this midway through the year, I mean, I was tossed up. I actually picked Mahomes, but Mahomes kind of had a couple games where he didn't play as well as he could have, but he still played good. But Rodgers has just been at a high level all the time. Hasn't really slacked off.
Midway through the year, who did I say?
You did say Rodgers.
Who did I say? I said Aaron Rodgers.
Actually, I think I was the only one who picked Mahomes.
That's not a bold pick.
Yeah. So
Mahomes has less touchdowns and more picks than Rodgers. I think that kind of speaks for itself. I don't mean to project it just based off the numbers, but the numbers also don't lie.
I mean, Mahomes also played phenomenal, but
I know. And I feel because it's Mahomes and because he's so great, we kind of hold him to that higher standard. Just like with Belichick not winning Coach of the Year every single year, even though he's definitely worthy of it. It's kind of like that same little standard. Brady gets it too because he's just been so great for so long.
Well, and you could even go to the NBA with LeBron with that. He could win MVP every year.
Every year, but he has that higher scale.
All right, we'll go on to Offensive Player of the Year. I think all three of us in our offbeat picks we dropped today. We went with Derrick Henry, right? We all picked Derrick Henry.
We were the three that did Derrick.
Yeah, and I think that was clear. That was a clear.
Fosi picked Kelsey, and then Nick
picked Rodgers.
Rodgers to win both, which you could give it to Rodgers, you could give both, but I think they're gonna give it to the non-QB and the non-MVP, and I think they're gonna give it to 2,000-yard rushing leader this year, Derrick Henry. So I think that's a pretty clear pick for me.
I mean, Travis Kelce has a good shot at it. He played phenomenal, broke a few records. Alvin Kamara also has a solid shot at it. 6 touchdowns.
Stephon Diggs.
The performance of the year, Alvin Kamara would definitely win it with those 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely. Stephon Diggs played phenomenal. He was the best wide receiver.
I think it's just you can't go away from.
He's just that much higher. It's everyone's here and then Henry's here.
Yeah. Everybody played. There's a lot of people who absolutely excelled this year, but Derrick Henry just broke all of their chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we go next. We'll go Defensive Player of the Year. This one's more debatable. I mean, I have Aaron Donald. I don't know about you guys, but he would just year in year out kills it on the defensive end. He's just a menace to offensive lines and quarterbacks.
Now I had Aaron Donald, but I'm taking TJ Watt.
Oh, same. I thought I was the only one. TJ Watt.
I'm taking TJ Watt.
League leading 15 sacks. He had, he was the core of the number 1 defensive fantasy team in the NFL. I know it's just fantasy, but still number 1.
He played phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
He's the best Watt brother.
Yeah. He was just whoa.
Right, this year.
This year, yeah, but whoa.
I'd rather honestly right now I'd rather have TJ Watt than JJ Watt. JJ Watt gets injured too much, and I think he's past his best days.
Well, Well, yeah. Now TJ
Yeah.
Watt's young. TJ Watt's young, and
Well,
he's
who's
up
had a
and
better
coming.
career? JJ Watt, yes. But TJ
Yeah.
Watt right now, like if
I
I did
agree.
one right
I
now.
agree.
Oh yeah, right. Well, JJ Watt had a good year, but he's
To
still
win,
like.
Eric, if you had to pick one player to win, like on your Super Bowl roster, so you have one game to win a Super Bowl, would you rather TJ right now or JJ right now?
TJ.
Yeah, probably TJ. I mean, JJ Watt has no like they can double him this year because there's no other threat in that line.
Yeah.
All right, but overall, me and Nolan, TJ Watt, strong claim. Aaron Donald also has a very strong claim.
Yeah, and honestly, TJ Watt will probably win it just because Aaron Donald is like a year in year out candidate. But
It's like the LeBron
I
James.
gotta give it to somebody else. Yeah.
yeah, they'll probably give it to TJ Watt, but Aaron Donald is definitely, I think, deserving of it. So if we want to go on to offensive rookie of the year, this one's also pretty debatable. I don't know what your picks are, but Justin Jefferson's my pick. He had a great year. Broke Randy Moss's record for Vikings rookie yards for a receiver. And I think that, and he made a Pro Bowl his rookie year, which is definitely not easy. So I don't know what you guys got, but that's my take on it.
Yeah, I'm also rolling with Justin Jefferson. Although I would not be surprised if Justin Herbert were to get it too, because
Yeah.
Well,
That's the-
yeah, Jefferson received 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, which is incredible. But Herbert also broke the records. He broke the record for yards by a rookie, which 4,336, and touchdowns by a rookie too, right? 31.
Yep.
He broke both. Which both players, incredible seasons, especially for rookies. And I think Herbert's definitely the quarterback of the future for the Chargers. They didn't have a great year. They were in every game. I mean,
well, they ended with what, like a 4 or 5 game win streak? I mean, they were 7-9, but I think at one point they were 3-9.
yeah, but like I'm saying, like
Once
weren't.
they lost to the Patriots, I think they won out.
Well, they weren't phenomenal, but they were. I'm saying they were in every single game.
They had a lot of very close games.
I bet they're a wild card team.
They were 6. They were 6-8 or 6 and not 6 and 8. 6 and what is it? 6 and 10. Yeah, 6 and 10.
No, the Chargers were 7-9.
No,
Chargers were 7-9.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. They were 6 and 10.
Swear on my life, they were 7-9.
Well, quick Google search, boys. While you're waiting, grab your popcorn, grab your True, and grab your Celsius drinks and enjoy your stay.
Chargers.
Oh, 7 and 9. Good.
Yeah, look at that.
My bad. I was wrong.
I'm still breathing.
No credibility.
Although if the Chiefs tried week 17, if they weren't benching everybody, they probably would have won that game.
Keenan Allen lost me the fantasy playoffs, dude. Keenan. All right. Anyways. But,
so what are your picks? I have Jefferson. That's my pick.
I have Jefferson, but don't sleep on Herbert.
I have been picking purely off of who I think will get it. Or no, sorry. I've been picking purely off of who I think deserves it, not who I think will get it. I think Rodgers deserves it. I think TJ Watt deserves it. I think Justin Herbert deserves it more than Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson will get it, but I do believe Justin Herbert deserves it more. He just had a lot less to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he had a great receiving core, but they just the whole team just couldn't get over that hump.
Yeah.
And I think that he even though he was one of the highlights of the team, along with obviously Keenan Allen.
He fought like a dog throughout the entire stretch of games.
Yeah. All right. What's the next award? So defensive rookie of the year. This one's I think is pretty clear. Chase Young, Pro Bowler, great season. I don't know.
Team captain towards the end of the year.
He was a big reason they were able to get into the playoffs. And get a chance against Brady and the Bucks. That's huge for a team like that. Everyone thought they were going to be the worst team in the league this year.
Except for Bosa. You got the prediction.
Except for Bosa.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Bosa was still wrong. He said second in the division.
He did? Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Nah, but Bosa pulled that out of his ass. What?
Where was J.C. Jackson before he was with the Patriots?
J.C. Jackson?
Yeah.
We drafted him.
Yeah.
I think J.C. Jackson will win it.
J.C. Jackson's not a rookie.
Didn't we draft him this year?
No, we drafted him like 2 or 3 years ago.
Chase Young's got a lot
Chase
for him.
defensive
bro.
player of the year.
Chase Young.
He did lead the league in picks, but he was also gypped of a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, Chase Young wins. Chase Young wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chase Young had
They're really
7.5
nice.
sacks, a
We
touchdown,
can cut that.
three
We can
fumble,
cut that out. We can
three
cut that
fumble
out.
recoveries, forced fumbles. How many tackles? 44 tackles. I mean,
That's nuts.
that's a great season for him.
That's
I mean,
nuts.
and he's only going to get better. First team All Pro, Pro Bowl. Yeah, he's obviously going to win this.
Dude, that's
not much of an
43.
argument.
That's 43 tackles more than DK Metcalf.
All right. Well, what's the next
I love
award
how
we
like
can
the
go to?
biggest highlight of DK Metcalf's season was probably an awful play for the Seahawks when it comes to pick.
Yeah,
goal line.
That was one of the plays that you like. That's nominated for Play of the Year.
I
That's
know
like
that's one of the
That's like
worst
third.
picks
Yeah, it's like third in the voting. He threw the dude threw a pick, and all he did was run him down.
Like it was
which
a
is like-
phenomenal athletic play. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
At
but
the same
it's-
time, it's a big
It's
negative
terrible
play
play.
for his team.
They lost 80 yards. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really bad play.
All right. So next is Coach of the Year. I'm going. This one's pretty much a toss up. There's a lot of like coaches that could get it this year. I'm going Brian Flores for the Dolphins. Nobody expected the Dolphins to even be competing for a wild card. They were supposed to be third in the division behind the Patriots. They ended up having a great season. Between Fitzpatrick and Tua, they both performed very well. And Brian Flores was a huge reason behind that, like creating that defense with Xavier Howard, and then that offense out of very little. I don't know. I think he could win it for that.
The one thing I didn't like about Flores this year, though, is I thought he was pulling the hook on Tua way too easily. I thought he was getting pulled from games. I think you got to go through the growing pains right now, because right now you're not really competing for a championship. You're still trying to get all those pieces together. You got a gazillion draft picks coming up in the next couple of years. Just let him grow. Go through the growing pains now, and it'll pay off in the end. I feel bad because
I
he's
think
not
he was
getting
thinking
much
he
support.
has Fitzpatrick for that like mental role. He has him, and Fitzpatrick's better suited. Honestly, I think
Give
he.
it to one
he-
guy. If you want
well, I
to play
think
the
he-
veteran, play the veteran, and have Tua learn behind him. But if
Well,
you're gonna
I
play
think-
Tua, let him play.
Well, I think they wanted. I think honestly, Flores was thinking he was playing for his coaching spot, and he wanted to get that playoff spot. So he was trying to win those games for that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think you have to let Tua at some point play it out and see what the kid can actually do in those
Yeah.
times.
And I've
Then
seen
you can
some
work
mock
with him.
drafts. I've seen some mock drafts of the Dolphins taking a quarterback with their number 3 overall pick from Houston. That really bothers me because I feel like Tua hasn't gotten a fair shot yet. I mean, he's the number 5 pick. You can't just give up on him.
Honestly, I think they're going with quarterback, or they're going with Tua from now on. He played well this season, and honestly, he's probably in the conversation for offensive rookie of the year. He had a good season. I mean,
Tua, I don't go that far.
well, he's not in the conversation to win it, but he was in like probably top 5.
Here's what I
was-
disagree with. I agree with you guys. If you're gonna play Tua, let him play. I don't think you should have let him play. One, he came off a really bad hip injury. So like throwing him out there was a very big risk. And you saw him struggle through injury, which is why they took him out and threw Ryan Fitzpatrick in there throughout the season. It wasn't just to help keep like a veteran present on there. It was to help keep your new and possible like future quarterback safe and out of harm from injury. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick was doing absolutely phenomenal for very low expectations at the first. What did he play? First 7 games?
No, he
of the
played like
season?
the first 2. No, first 2 or 3 weeks he played, and then like it was like either the 3rd or 4th week, I can't remember. They just randomly benched him and put Tua in, and everyone was
And
like, "What? He's playing great." And then Tua came out. Then Tua came out and won a big game. I forget who it was against, and he won. And everyone was like, "All right, never mind, whatever, great."
That killed me. I was like, you just took away. Like Fitzpatrick was killed by it too. You saw in his interviews, he was like, honestly, I was happy for Tua when he got in that 4th quarter, but I didn't think that 4th quarter would mean the end of my season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he played.
Well,
phenomenal.
Fitzpatrick ended up taking on his role, and he didn't. He like ended up just working with it. But I mean,
I
it's kind
think-
of a crappy thing to do for someone who's actually playing well.
I just wouldn't give Brian Flores Coach of the Year because he had a good amount of questionable QB decisions throughout the year. I mean, he did good. Nobody expected them to do as good as they did. They fought for the playoffs. They got close, not close but no cigar, but they got close. So I respect the hell out of their effort. I think the Dolphins shocked everybody in the league. But I just can't respect that move. I think when you have somebody balling their heart out and winning games for your team, you don't take them out. He's getting on the off end of his career. To his coming up on the uprising. Give him his practice squad spot. Let him not practice squad, but give him his bench spot and let him grow with the team with that veteran presence who's been on like 6 different teams, and help him get better as a quarterback with a great motivator, great team guy with Ryan Fitzpatrick helping him out there. And he just played so good that it honestly hurt me that he got taken out because Fitzpatrick's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league right now. And I think he's so slept on. He for good reason was slept on for the past couple of years. But this year he's like, guys, listen, you gotta take a look at me. And he proved it. He showed himself. And then they still just, all right, thanks, man. You did your job. Let's bring this guy in now. Like give him. I agree to it. If he played, he should have played the workload. He should have got his heart out there just like Justin Herbert did. But I don't think he's ready yet.
Yeah. So let's give it. So what? Who would you say for your Coach of the Year?
Nolan.
For me, I got Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. You know, I thought. Oh, you picked him too?
Yeah, we've been on the same page this whole time. I'm sitting here. I'm like, say the Browns. Say the Browns.
Great minds think alike, right?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm picking Stefanski. You know, Cleveland Browns, obviously, as we all know, have been like the bottom of the league for quite some time now. To bring a crap franchise in your first season to all the way to the playoffs and get past your rival of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who's been kicking your butts for the past 2+ decades, to get past. I mean, I know like the playoffs doesn't like play a factor in this, but I just feel like the way he's turned around this franchise is phenomenal.
Huge.
Yeah, I tip my cap to Kevin Stefanski. I think he's done a phenomenal job.
Me as well.
All right. So, comeback play of the year. I think we can all agree. We can all agree on Alex Smith. I mean, he came in and he had a good impact on that Washington football team and really helped them towards the playoffs. After that gruesome injury where people thought he could have died from and then never walk again, never play football again. Then he's on the then he's on the field. He's out there.
Do I think Alex Smith will be the starting quarterback next year? Do I think Alex Smith will keep that job? No. But do I think he came back with a fire in his heart and absolutely balled out after all the shit he's been through in the past couple of years? Absolutely. He 100% deserves that spot at comeback player of the year.
All right. So now we can go into the playoffs part of this. Yeah.
Oh wait, one more thing I wanted to get into. What are you guys' thoughts on Doug Peterson? Do you think he threw that Week 17 game?
It's so hard to like. I mean, I think he did. I mean,
I don't know. But he definitely mismanaged it because I feel like if you're a coach in the NFL, you play to win. You don't think about the draft. You don't think about if I win, I get 9. If I lose, I get 6. And it doesn't make any sense why you'd want a third-string quarterback to get reps in Nate Sudfeld. It doesn't make any sense when you got a young, upcoming star. They
were in that game. They weren't losing. They weren't losing that bad.
Meaningless game. I mean, if he messes up, he messes up. So what? You only have something to gain out of it. You have nothing to lose when it comes to it. And it's only going to make that rivalry between the Eagles and the Giants like that much more heated. I don't know. Watching that game, I hate the Giants too, but watching that game was extremely frustrating as just a casual fan in that game with no one. I mean, I didn't really care who won, but just as a casual fan, that really upset me watching that game.
Yeah, I just think that was pretty crappy to do, and I think he should have played that game out like he was like actually looking to win.
Yeah, because I bet if he keeps in Justin Fields, they win that ball game.
Hey guys, hold on. Just got a notification from Bleacher Report. You know how I was saying that the Jets need to absolutely get rid of their coaching staff right now?
Yeah.
Just hired a new defensive coordinator.
Oh, did they?
5-year contract. Yep.
Oh, really? Who?
Robert Salish, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
right,
Robert Saleh.
Did Adam Gase get fired yet?
Yeah, he did. He got fired like the day after.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go into playoffs. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see the bracket. Share. All right. So you guys can see that, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, I'll give my picks, and then Harry, if you want to give your picks, and Nolan, and just kind of explain why. Let me. I don't know if you guys have like. I think you guys can annotate too, but just kind of like just if you want to like write in who you think's gonna win each game. So we can kind of use this for other stuff. This game, Chiefs versus Browns, I actually think this is going to be a pretty close game. I think the Browns are going to fight in this one, but I don't think the Chiefs are going to lose this. So I have them moving on. Then I would have in this game, I also think I think this is not going to be as close of a game as Browns versus Chiefs, but I think the Bills will take this one, and I think the Ravens will fight for a while, but I think the Bills will end up running away with this. I'll stick with the divisional round, and then I'll get to the championships. Rams Packers. I think this is gonna be a phenomenal game, and I think it could go either way, but I don't see the Packers losing. I think the Rams are just on a roll right now, and I think they're gonna kill it. But I think the Packers will take this because they are the best team in the league right now, arguably. And then in this one, I think this is a great game. And honestly, I think whoever wins this game is going to beat the Packers. And I think honestly, so I have whoever winning this game going right to the Super Bowl. And if I have to pick one, I think it's going to be a great throwdown between Breeze and Brady. But I do see, since it is Breeze's probable last year based on reports, I'm going to take the Saints, and I think the rest might help that out a little bit, just because you see in like history a lot of on the back end of players' careers, they do help them out a little bit. So I do have the Saints taking this one, and then I'm going to have the Saints beating the Packers in the NFC Championship and going to the Super Bowl. And back to AFC, Chiefs versus Bills. I'm going to go with Chiefs. I don't see the Chiefs losing. They have, honestly, I still think they're the best offense in the league currently, and I don't see anyone stopping them right now for this game. And so I have the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, and for my winner, I'm going with the Chiefs. I have them going back to back, and that's my pick because I think Mahomes wins Super Bowl MVP again, and he's going to kill it in these playoffs, especially after that second half of the year where he kind of lost out of the MVP race. So that's mine. If you guys want to go through yours, and then we can kind of talk about some of the games if you guys want. If you guys can annotate. So,
Harry, you want to go, or do you want me to?
I'll let you go first.
All right. So Browns Chiefs. I mean, I saw a tweet out from Odell Beckham talking about the Browns, saying, "Don't be surprised this weekend when they win." Just throwing it out there right now. I mean, I like the confidence, but Patrick Mahomes is not losing this game. I really can't even picture a scenario. Honestly, I think it'll be close up until halftime. Then the Chiefs are going to blow it away. I really don't think this is going to be a close game. So I'm going to be taking the Chiefs this one in an easy game. Bills Ravens. I think the Bills are still hot right now. I mean, I know they came out a little bit slow last week against Indianapolis, but I think that win is going to fuel them for this next game against the Baltimore Ravens. And honestly, the Ravens, I don't really know what I'm going to get out of them. I don't know if they're going to be, the Baltimore Ravens of last year when they were, number one seed in the AFC, or are they going to be that team that's inconsistent and loses the games that they should be winning? I can't really rely on them right now to win a game. So I'm picking the home team, Buffalo Bills. Going over to the NFC, Packers Rams, like Cross said, I think this is going to be a great matchup. But I mean, the Rams are banged up. I mean, Jared Goff's still dealing with that broken thumb injury. Aaron Donald was banged up. He had to be taken out of the game last week against Seattle. Who else? Cooper Kupp. He had to get taken out because of a leg injury, which I think all three of those guys will be playing, but no, they're not going to be 100%. Then the Green Bay Packers, fresh off a bye at Lambeau Field. I can't see them losing this game. I'm taking Green Bay. And lastly, of these next weekend's games, Buccaneers Saints. Going with my guy, the GOAT, Tom Brady. The Saints already beat them twice this year. I don't see them beating Tom Brady 3 times in 1 year. I just can't imagine. Plus the Buccaneers are rolling right now. I'm picking Tampa. So next round, AFC Championship, Chiefs-Bills. I'm taking the Chiefs in this one as well. I think it'll be a good game, but just like my Browns game prediction, I think the Chiefs are going to blow it away in the third quarter. So I'm taking the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And then the NFC, Buccaneers, Packers. I'm kind of hopping on that Tampa train because I'm a diehard Tom Brady fan, but I don't think that's going to be enough, at least for this season. I think Tampa will come back even stronger next season, but I just don't think this year is their year. I'm taking Green Bay in this one. So we got a rematch of the original Super Bowl, Chiefs and Packers. I think this is going to be a nail biter. I'm even predicting an overtime win for the Green Bay Packers. Overtime win. Aaron Rodgers will be Super Bowl MVP, and that's my prediction right there.
All right, Harry, you up?
I cannot disagree with that bracket. There are some
You
things
have
I'm
it
gonna
all
say-
the same?
Not all the same. Not all the same. I think that's a very, 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 very strong bracket right there. I like where that's headed. But I'm about to shock the world with this one right here. First off, in the AFC, the Browns versus the Chiefs. The Browns won their first playoff game in 26 years, right?
Yep.
I'm calling it too. I think the Browns are going to come out fighting like mad dogs. Absolute animals out on that field, because the Chiefs in their mindset have this locked. The Chiefs in their mindset are going back to the Super Bowl. They believe they are the team to beat. They know they are the team to beat, and that's exactly why Cleveland wants to take it away from them. Cleveland's always been that backup team, always the underdog. We've seen it before. Golden State versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've seen it before. Cleveland has heart, man. Cleveland has heart. They just got a whole fire burned in their back after beating the Steelers. Their rivalry for the past, like Nolan said, 2 decades. This is easily the Chiefs' game to lose, and I say they lose it. I say they underestimate their competition, and I say the Browns come in swinging like crazy, and they get into that conference championship. Now going to the Ravens and the Bills. Not even close. I think the Bills are absolutely going to destroy the Ravens. Not much to talk about there. So let's go to the NFC. Packers versus Rams. Like Nolan said, he said a lot of great points. Jared Goff struggling with the thumb. You got Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp both getting taken out of the game. They're all banged up. They're all bruised, but they want to fight. They're going to try their best to fight. But it's Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is playing to win. He's already the MVP. We already talked about that. He knows that this is his game to lose. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna do good. I think they not easily, but at least by a deficit of 10. I think they win that game. It'll probably be a high scoring game. I say like 35, like 24. And then we got the Saints versus Bucks. I'm taking Breeze over Brady. Past 2 games that they played against them, Breeze has, not just Breeze, but the Saints have 5 of Brady's. Well, okay. So the Saints have 5 picks against Brady in 2 games. Breeze threw 71% against the Buccaneers. This is just going to be a repeat as what we saw across the regular season. Tom Brady in the playoffs is a scary, scary, scary man, but he almost lost to the Washington Redskins and a 4th string quarterback, if you count the 3 they've played this year other than him. So I'm calling that a win for the Saints. It'll probably be a close game because playoff Tom.
I'm just gonna cut you off right there. I really can't picture Tom Brady losing to an opponent 3 times in 1 year. It's never happened before. And he's playing. I mean, he's looking like 30-year-old Tom Brady out there. I mean, he's slinging 40 touchdowns, and what is it, like 12 picks? I mean, and he's got that offense really clicking right now. And plus, he's a freak when it comes to his work ethic. He's
Absolutely.
studying that Saints defense for all hours on end until that game, leading up to that game. He is going to know every single little thing about that Saints defense, and I really don't think they're going to have an answer. I really cannot see the Buccaneers losing this game. I think it'll be a good one, but Tom Brady is just way too good to lose to.
I agree with you. I agree with you on the fact that Tom will be studying his workload. I agree with you on the fact that Tom's going to be playing out of his mind. But the Buccaneers defense will not have an answer for Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees, and Michael Thomas.
Well, yeah, Michael Thomas is back, and he looked pretty good the other day. So
was pretty damn good the other day. I don't think they're going to have an answer. It's going to be a close game just because of the amount of points and yards that Brady's going to throw up. I'm predicting a 500-yard game by Brady. But I think the Saints offense is going to take this one. It's going to be an offensive game, hands down. So now we get to the AFC Championship. We got the Browns versus the Bills. It's going to be another dogfight, but I am going to have to say the Bills are going to win that one. I think it's going to be the first time in a long time the Bills have made the Super Bowl. And, well, the Browns are going to have to go home happy with how they did this year. Despite all expectations, they're going to be happy they got to the championship and be happy they got to that round. They're going to go home a little disappointed, but overall with a good win behind their feet and get ready for next year. Same thing over at Green Bay. Same thing over at Green Bay and New Orleans. I think Green Bay is going to take it over the Saints. Drew Brees is going to say, "Thanks for having me. It's been a hell of a ride," and take his leave. And Aaron Rodgers is going to go on to the Super Bowl where he goes against the Bills. Aaron Rodgers takes the cup. Aaron Rodgers holds it above his head and takes the MVP and the Finals MVP. Not the Finals, the Super Bowl MVP, all in 1 year. It's going to be a hell of a game.
Rodgers' year.
You put that beautifully. Gotta say, that's very elegant.
I love it.
Aaron Rodgers holds it above his head.
I mean, in Harry's world, the Bills would be losing their 5th. They'd be 0-5 in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Harry's prediction is 0-5. That's a tough pill to swallow.
I don't have the Bills making the Super Bowl this year. I don't think they have enough.
I mean, I also said that the Chiefs are going to lose to the Browns, so.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, let me stop the share. So I think that was pretty good. So thank you, boys, for joining me. Everyone, be sure to go check out Celsius and Drink True. Thank you guys for watching. And hold on before you cut it off. Oh, yeah.
OffBeat Sports. Thank you guys for having me along the way. In due time, I hope I'm back to be along with one of you guys for another podcast, another post, another TikTok post, whatever I can be here for. I hope I'm there.
Yeah, and
Thanks for having me while I was here.
Well, yeah, I wanted to just say, honestly, thank you. You've helped all of us, especially me, more so much over these last few months between the TikTok, post the Instagram, just help me with just general stuff, it just helped me develop ideas, and even coming on podcasts, really bringing energy. We appreciate everything you've done, and we wish you the best. And honestly, thank you for your future, sir. We can't thank you more enough. This is huge. And
we wish you the best, Harry. You're a great kid. And I wish if everyone in the world was like Harry, the world would be a much more amazing, better place. So best of luck, kid.
And I know Fosie's not here right now, but he'd say the same thing. I know we all appreciate your help greatly, and we're gonna miss you when you're gone. I mean, as a friend too. I mean, we're gonna miss hanging out with you and stuff. And I wish I wasn't in quarantine, because then I could have seen you before you go. But I mean, we're gonna miss you, buddy. Thanks.
Hey, well, it's not goodbye. It's a see you later.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see you in a few months.
OffBeat fans, lay my cap on the table. Somebody take over for me and do good as I can. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem. All right, guess that's
Yeah.
it for us. See ya.